Hi everyone and welcome to Talk to the Expert at propertygenie.co.nz. Today we have with us Louis Donaldson from Christchurch. Louis is a property investor for many years himself, and he's also the current Christchurch Property Investors Association president. Louis is also a board member of the New Zealand Property Investors Federation. Welcome to this interview, Louis.
Yeah, thank you, Hira.
We would like to speak with you today about the Christchurch market. Give us some update about the market. What sort of activities do you see in the market as an investor and as an agent yourself?
Yeah, look, the Canterbury market, it is moving along quite rapidly. There's huge supply and demand issues. For the last two to 3 years, we've seen smart investors capturing a lot of opportunities. These range from buying basic houses as investments to home people who have lost houses in the earthquake or need housing while their current houses are done up from the earthquake repairs, to people perhaps buying houses with no insurance, buying up those opportunities at a discounted price with market rents in place.
Would you say that buying for investors getting into the market and buying a property, for example, in the east suburbs of Linwood, where there is a lot of properties which have been damaged, would you say that it's a straightforward process getting a property insured those days, or what's the challenge there with the insurance?
Look, most people are getting insurance for their houses. There's certainly some challenges. The insurance companies are asking a lot of questions, but very rarely do I see someone getting declined for insurance. They might have to get a builder's report, they might have to get an engineer's report, but generally the houses are remaining insured for the new purchaser.
So they're remaining insured by the New Zealand-based insurance companies?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Now, in terms of price growth, we're seeing Christchurch that following only second after Auckland in terms of percentage price growth, talking anything about 11 to around 13% growth in the last year. Which sort of suburbs and areas within Christchurch are the areas which are most in demand?
Yeah, look, that's a very good point. There has been 11% price growth in the last 12 months in Canterbury. Most of that would result from the northwest part of Christchurch, possibly from, say, St Albans, Papanui, Redwood, through Casebrook, Bishopdale, right round to Hornby, through Avonhead to Hornby.
Those areas are in demand from home buyers who move from one side of the city, from the east, to those particular areas over there. How is the other suburbs and the new subdivisions? Are they in demand? A lot of people moving to more rural areas?
Yeah, look, it's amazing. Like people seem to forget. Like, we're seeing a lot of sales on the east. We're seeing sales all over Christchurch now. The new subdivisions are very much in demand. There's one developer I know, many houses for sale, and I think he's only got one house complete that's sitting on the market. Everything else is sold before it's completed.
This is an interesting, definitely interesting times in Christchurch at the moment. Do you see a lot of new arrivals to Christchurch? Do you see a lot of internal immigration coming from other parts of New Zealand into Christchurch?
Look, there is that factor, but also there's always the current market. There's people being born. There's always first home buyers. Unfortunately there's people whose marriages are collapsing. They need homes. There's people dying. They need to sell homes. So there's always a market. However, there is people coming to Christchurch. Christchurch is a fun place. There's lots of opportunity there. We're seeing companies relocate staff down to Christchurch. So that's what's driving the market.
Thank you very much for your market update, Louis. On this note, I would like to mention that in 2014, Christchurch will be hosting the New Zealand Property Investors Federation Conference. We look forward to seeing you there. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, Hida.